I'm gonna use a face mask tonight. It's exfoliation day today since it's Sunday. I'm having a few breakouts, but they're almost all gone actually. I've used this soap a lot. That's what I have left. When my hands feel dry, I sometimes use leftover essence from a previously used mask. And I mean previously, like maybe hours earlier. I like to use that on my hands because it's like a serum and water. So. One person asked for me to do my favorite Asian makeup, skincare, and haircare products to show, I'm gonna do that right now. I actually love showing my products. I don't know, because I want other people to find out about them. I'm gonna start from skincare. Skincare, if you watch my channel, I'm gonna go in order, okay? If you watch my channel, you know I have used this cleanser for a long time. Even if I use other foam cleansers, I always go back to this one. This is my third, and it lasts forever because this creates a lot of suds. So if you're looking for something that's cheap and it's gonna last you for a while, get this. I think this is the brightening one. And most of the products I use for my face is brightening because my face is a shade or two, almost two, darker than my body. And I have discoloration from acne. But to get rid of that, I incorporate a lot of brightening products into my routine. And this is brightening. I guess that's why you have white here. I'll put the name on screen because I don't remember the name of this one. But it's really nice. I literally have this one on standby. So that's to show you how much I like this. This is definitely my #1 recommended cleanser. Sorry, this is not in order. I really like this one. This one was gifted to me by Numbuzzin, and it's really nice. Numbuzzin Glutathione C Facial Spa Cleanser. Very nice, very nice. And I also really like the Ionic cleansing oil. But yeah, this one has glutathione in it, so it's brightening. For serums, I have two serums I really like, and the first one is the Numbuzzin Glutathione Vitamin Concentrated Serum. This one has glutathione and vitamin C. Anytime I use this, right, I think not only I notice a difference, but other people do notice a difference. Because I get comments that, oh, my skin looks better. And I notice that when I go back to this line, my skin definitely looks better. It just makes my overall tone brighter, and it takes care of hyperpigmentation, but I don't know if it really takes care of the outer hyperpigmentation. But it's really good for recent ones, you know? But your overall tone is going to be brighter. Next is the April Skin Vita Kojic Brightening Serum. This has actually been the one I've been using the most. So I haven't used this one. This is thicker. It actually is warmer now. It gets like 80 something degrees. So I haven't used this one in a while. But this has been my go-to. I really like this serum. It's very nice on the skin, and I think makeup actually sits so well on this. It's multi-use also. I use this on my chest, my back, when I remember. But this is really nice also for your body. It's nice for your face. I really like it. It's worth your money, in my opinion. I moved on from this one. I got 2 bottles. This was my second bottle of this one. It's very, very light. You can see this is gonna be good for very hot summers. But my recent one I've been using is this one from Skin 1004. This is the Madagascar Centella Teca Cream. I think this is a new release. I use this in the morning. Since most of my skincare is very light, this has a slightly thicker consistency. Not really thick, but it's good. I'll show you guys today when I'm finishing up my skincare. It's really nice, to be honest, and it gives you a very nice glow. I really like this one. This doesn't do anything miraculous or anything. It's just really good for moisture. For my moisturizer, I don't really focus on brightening with my moisturizers. This is my recent favorite sunscreen. This was low-key kind of a blind buy. I think I saw videos on this last year, like early last year. It's been a while, but I got it and I really like it. It's really nice. It's very smooth. It blends into the skin very perfectly. It kind of reminds me of the one from this brand, Aqua sunscreen, I think, from this brand, but not this one. This one leaves a white cast, like a blue cast actually. I only use this when I don't have anywhere to go, when I know I'm gonna be in the house all day. So I wouldn't recommend this one, especially to people with tanner or darker skin. Avoid that one, but get the one in a pump bottle, Aqua watery essence or something like that. That's my number one favorite sunscreen, and this has been my recent favorite. So I'm definitely gonna be repurchasing this too. This one and the other one are gonna be repurchased. So that's it for skincare. Something more expensive. This was gifted to me also. I've been using it regularly and I haven't seen any effects yet, because I mean, I'm not aging. There's no signs of aging on my skin yet. But I really like this one, and actually they have different molds for different purposes. Red light, I use that all over my skin, and then I do spot treatments for some parts of my face. I think the blue one is for pores and stuff, I think. Then there's the purple one for a different purpose. But I tested it out on acne once, right? On my hairline. I had 2 things on my hairline. And then I used it in the night. I think I used the blue color then. I used it on my hairline, that place, and it was literally down the next day. I was very shocked. It was down the next day. So, yeah. What does that tell me? It's really good. I think this actually works. I just really like this. I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but when I use this regularly, I feel like my skin just looks overall really nice. It doesn't do anything for aging because there's no aging, but I just think that overall appearance of my skin looks better. Maybe because the products are seeping into my skin better, and the red light too, red light therapy. I don't know, but this is really good. It's expensive though. I wouldn't have gotten this with my own money because of the price, and it's very tiny. But if you like to splurge, get this. Now I just want to show you one thing here. This one from Clio. This is a Clio Kill Lash Mascara Remover. This thing has something in it. This one on the Yesstyle Mascara Remover or Makeup Remover. I don't know, but these two are very good. This one is so nice, and the Yesstyle one, I think that one is cheaper than this one, so that should be a cheaper alternative. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. If you have like mascara that doesn't bulge, it doesn't come off, it's gonna take it off, I promise you. Because I have this that doesn't come off. This is a Clio Kill Lash Super Proof Mascara, and it literally grabs onto your lashes. It doesn't budge, nothing, like it doesn't come off. And if I use just oil cleanser, it doesn't come off. I have to be there, and I have to be very patient too, but sometimes I don't have the patience. So this is gonna take it off, this one or the Yesstyle one. To makeup, first I want to start with base prep. If you like glowy makeup, like you like your base to be very glowy, hydrated, I recommend the Spa You Like Jello Glow Riser. And you can see, I think it was down here. I used it all the way up here. I really use this one mostly in winter time actually. For my preference, I prefer glowier makeup in the winter and more semi-matte makeup in the summer, because during the summer my skin gets more oily, so I use a lot more powder when I'm getting ready than I would use in the winter. If you like glowy makeup during the summer, I definitely recommend this one. It's a primer and it's a glow riser, so your base is going to sit really nice. And I think this pairs really well with my next favorite, which is the Leo Kill Cover Foundwear Cushion, the original. And if you're interested in the shade, I use 34C. This is really nice. This thing is so nice. It feels like a second skin. This is my third or second purchase. I'm trying to get into new cushions to see if I'll find any other favorites, This one is really nice. First time I tried this, it was gifted to me and I really liked it, so I decided to buy it with my own money, and I don't regret it one bit. I have pretty balanced skin. Sometimes it does get oily, sometimes it does get dry, depending on the season or how I take care of my skin. But it's pretty balanced for most of the time. Yeah, I wouldn't say it doesn't crease. I mean, it doesn't crack on my face or anything, but I think that's dependent on your skin prep for makeup. And what I really like is, as the day goes on, it looks more like my skin, but better. I just think it really sits really nicely on the skin. My skin loves this. Yeah, planning on getting a refill again because I'm running out. I'm actually gonna use this today. A first color corrector. I'll say this is my favorite color corrector because this is the first and only color corrector I've ever used. This is from the Sim. And this is the Cover Perfection Triple Pot Concealer. And I have the shade 10. And it has 3 shades here. I showed this before, but for the purpose of this, I'm going to show it again. Green, peach, and the regular concealer shade. Stays on my skin like really well. I think a lot of the times when we say, oh, it creases, products are gonna crease if you have lines, because I don't think there's a way the product is gonna make a gap between the line and the surface of your skin. It's definitely gonna seep into your skin, but I think what matters is how you set product. I don't really know how to set, to be honest. So I just use regular translucent powder at the end of my makeup. So what I do is I avoid under my eye part here because I do have some fine lines there. They're pretty natural. And products always end up seeping into the lines. So I avoid that part and just focus below it. This is a really nice product and it's cheap. I think I got this for $10. Recently, Luna increased their concealer shades and I decided to get one because the videos I've seen on this concealer, they're really nice. And I wanted to really try the formula of this one, but they didn't have my shade. When I finally noticed that they have my shade, I decided to get it. This is the Luna Long Lasting Tip Concealer and I use the shade 30N. Normally, for the concealer I originally used and still use, I have to wait about 5 minutes just to get a bit of coverage because I don't really like too much coverage. I don't know, I still like my makeup to look natural. I have to wait 5 minutes, but for this one, with the way it is, I tried waiting 5 minutes and it was kind of hard to blend in. So I realized that for this formula, you don't have to wait at all and the coverage is pretty good and it doesn't look thick on the skin. Blends in pretty well. It was very skin-like. I really like this concealer. I'm gonna repurchase. I want to get a shade down for the days where I don't want a concealer to be brighter than my skin tone. I want to use a shade down. So maybe I can spot conceal with that one. And yeah. For my powders, I actually have 2 powders that I really like. The first one I used to use was the Peri Pera Oil Capture Setting Pack. I checked on Yesstyle and I think they discontinued this one. This is where I am right now with this powder. And I would have been done with this, but then I got this one because I was running out of this one. I got this one from DJoocyee. It doesn't leave any white cast on my face, which is why I used this much. And this is the DJoocyee one, the one I've been using recently. It's almost gone. I have to struggle to pick powder off, but it's really nice. Both of them don't leave any white cast, like at all. They're really nice. Also, they're really compact, so you can take them with you anywhere. I just put this in my purse when I'm going out or in my book bag when I'm going to school. I actually have a lot of blush products, and these are the ones I use the most regularly. I have other good blushes, but these are my top ones. First is the Fui Blurry Pudding Pot. This one can be used on your lips or on your cheeks is the most I use. And the shade I use the most is the shade Faded. This is my most used shade because it matches my undertone very well. And yeah, I think I use this pretty well. It's really nice. It's matte, obviously, and I just really like the color of this one. It blends in really nice. You just have to know how to blend this. So to blend this, I use my fingers and I don't press it too hard on my skin because when I press it too hard on my skin, it kind of stamps on there and it's harder to blend in. So I just use a little with my finger, tap, or I use a little puff thing like this one from Momo's workshop. And for more glowy products, I have this one from Judydoll. This is the Judydoll Watery Multi-Use Color Balm. And I use the shade W01. It's actually like a watercolor. If you like natural makeup, definitely go for this one. I really like the shade. I put this one more on the outer corner of my face since it has a glow. I don't like to drag in my glowy blushes all the way in because then I end up looking oily. Very nice nude blush. I really like the formula of this one. It's very nice. Definitely recommend this one. Next, I have the Joocyee Glaze Blush. I think I'll put the name in there. And the shade I have here is G403. Look, it's so nice. I used this in one of my recent videos actually, but it's really pretty. I've been using glowy blushes more now because I was sticking to just this one, but I realized I have other blush products. Why not just use those ones, you know? I really like the color. I think it really suits my skin tone. This is a peach color. Really nice. Next, I have the Amuse Cheek Tok Tok, and I use the shade Sunny Tok. I really like this one. It's not glowy. I think it has a perfect balance between glowy and matte. I think it's gonna be really good for your gaudy makeup. I like it. I love it. And then I really got back into using my blush from Lily by Red. This is the Lily by Red Love Bim Cheek Balm, and I use the shade 03, and it's a peach shade. This one comes out looking really natural on me. So on the days where I don't want my blush to look too obvious, I use this one because sometimes when I use blushes that are too dark, they don't suit me at all. So I tend to go for more natural looking colors. So right now I think more natural toned down colors look better on me, and this is a very natural shade for me. I think the only thing I notice about this is that it kind of makes my makeup sometimes, and I think that's on my skin prep, makes my makeup look a bit patchy. But if I base prep well and I actually let my product sit and dry down, then this doesn't give me any problems. For mascara, I like this one I showed earlier from Clio, and I also like all the Judydoll mascaras, but my favorite one is the Slim Iron Mascara. This is my favorite because the one is very thin and it gets every single lash in there, and yeah, I just think it gives my lashes that feathery look. This gives my lashes volume and length. This is the curling iron mascara. This one gives volume, not really length. The slim iron mascara gives length, not really volume. And this Judydoll one gives volume and length, even though it's labeled as long curling. So yeah, these mascaras are very good, and also these ones are easier to wash off. This one is not as easy to wash off, so depending on what you like. I'm just gonna show one, but I really like the Hints True Dimension Radiance Balms. They have different colors. This is the clear one, I think. I think this makes a very perfect finishing touch for makeup. I put this on the highest points of my cheeks, and it just comes out really perfect. I like to use this when I use matte makeup and I just want some sort of glow on my face. And I think you can use this on your lips also. So for lip products, I don't really have a lot of favorites. I only use one brand mainly. I have other brands I use. Okay, so I have just 4 lip products here. And I don't switch my lip products around a lot because my lips are very picky. So my favorite lip makeup brand, first of all, is Fui. If you look at my rack over here, you can see that I really like Fui. But my favorite shades, I think I just really like the 30% for their 3D voluming glosses because it's more natural. Like I said before, I like natural looks, natural makeup products. So the 30% really call my name every time. My favorite 30% are Cherry Cola and Dirty Cola. The 30% are very nice. I like them. They kind of give you like a, I don't know how to put it, you know the fruits with like sugar in the back, tamhulu, I think. Kind of gives that. One of my actual first favorite is Scotch, and I really like the 30% Scotch. I have the Heart Percent Dote on Mood One Way Glowy Tint, and I have the shade Peachy Milk. This is a really nice peach shade. I really like to pair it with this Chick Tok Tok blush from Amuse. I think it's very nice. Either that blush or the Roman Better Than Cheek blush in the shade Fig. I actually have a video on my shorts where I paired both of them, and they look really nice together. I think they go well together, and this is very glossy. When you first apply, it doesn't look glossy. Like, it does look glossy, but as time goes on, it gets glowy, like really glowy, and it's very glazed looking. I don't smack my lips together also when I use this. And then the last one, I actually haven't used this for a while, but this is the Laka Fruity Glam Tint, and this is the shade 121 Ash Nut. This is a muted brown shade. I really like muted colors. I don't use brown lip colors, but the reason why I have this one and also this Dirty Cola one is that they don't have any red undertones. And I don't know, something about browns on my lip that kind of pull red or orange kind of throws me off, so finding this two was perfect for me. Yeah, this is a very nice muted color, but this one does oxidize. I thought it was gonna wear like this on my lips because actually I need something like this, but it does get a bit darker as time goes on, but it still doesn't have a red undertone to it, which is why I really still like it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I recently added Chew to my hair care, and since I have been working, I haven't had time to actually really moisturize my hair or do anything like that. So I want to show you guys the products I used last time I washed my hair. I actually still kept my hair moisturized for 2 weeks after getting my hair done and not being able to moisturize. The hair mask I use actually has a lot to do with the way my hair turns out throughout the week, because I think that really helps with moisture. But these are the products I used. These are the Momo hair products. I have the Anoractin shampoo and the Anoractin treatment. I've only used this once, but I can say 2 weeks later, my hair feels really good. It didn't dry my hair out, which is one of the reasons why my hair still feels hydrated. The shampoo really cleansed my hair well, and my hair didn't feel dry. They smell very good. So these are really new ones. The most I can say for them right now is they don't take away moisture from your hair. But the ones I've been using regularly, like my go-to, I've actually gotten refills of this, is the And Honey hair products. The first one is Korean, these are Japanese. This is the Vicrea and Honey Deep Moist line. So I have the shampoo, I have the conditioner, and I also have the hair oil. The hair oil is very thick, so it's really good for us with really coily hair. When I was watching videos on these, the videos I saw mentioned that the Melty Moist line is better for curly hair, and I tried that one first. I liked it until I tried this one. This one is just better for my hair, which is why I think you should know your hair type and don't just go with what a lot of people say goes with your hair type. You can try different products to find the one that actually works for you, because what works for somebody else might not work for you. So I think a lot of the time with curly coily hair, we need to focus on moisture a lot. So I think this just does really well for my hair. My hair loves this. This is all I've been using, and the hair oil too is really nice. And what I noticed with my hair, since I switched my products, now my hair actually has shine now. Like, my hair actually has shine. Sometimes I look at my hair and I'm like, is this my hair? You know? Because I'm really shocked. And my hair just feels like softer, and it's, I don't know, my hair just loves it, you know? And also for reference, I have pretty balanced hair porosity, and my hair density is medium. I don't have really thin, low density or really high density. I think it's right in the middle. So these are really nice. Also, I cannot forget the Pheno hair mask. I'm actually planning on getting the conditioner and the shampoo from the same brand. Yeah, my hair really likes this, really. I leave this on for only 10 minutes and then I wash it off. My hair feels so soft after it. Because my hair feels so soft when I use this, I still think there's a film of this on my hair. So I rinse my hair until the water is clear. And even when the water is clear, my hair still feels so soft. It took me some time to get used to my hair feeling that soft. So when you rinse this out, your hair is still gonna feel very soft. Like, I was shocked. This is actually my favorite hair oil. This is the Pheno hair oil. This one is really thick too. Almost has the same consistency as the In Honey one. I like thick oils, so I only have to use just a tiny bit because I don't use a lot of oil on my hair actually. All the hair care products I showed here smell very good. And another hair mask I really like is the Anov Deep Damage Treatment X. I use this one about once or twice a month. But yeah, I really like this. I leave this on my hair for 10 minutes also. I don't use this one a lot regularly because I think this has protein in it and I don't want to have protein overload. This was gifted to me too. I'm gonna get a refill. The thing that's gonna make me not get a refill is the Pheno hair mask, because I think they make my hair feel the same. I don't know. And that one is cheaper than this one. So if I'm gonna get this one, I'm not gonna get it all the time because of the price. But I'm gonna get the Pheno one more regularly. I'm not saying this is a bad product. It's just, if I'm getting the same benefit from the other product and it's cheaper, I'm gonna get that one more than this one. But this is a really nice product. This isn't hair care, but this one, this Pear Acne Cream, this is a spot treatment. I really like this one. It works wonders. I use this on the acne, the painful bumps. I use this on that, and I think this works really well. Okay, I gotta do my makeup now. It's 8:16 and I gotta be out of the house by 10 minutes after 9. So, okay, let's move on to makeup. Now I alternate between these two toners, but I've been using this one regularly now. I'd normally use my skincare device to put this on my skin, but right now there's no time since I have to do that for 5 minutes. I want to save as much time as possible. My skin feels so soft. Without volume, so I am going with the Slim Iron Mascara from Judydoll. There's one thing I forgot to show you guys. I don't know why I forgot. These are the Art Class Protege pencils, and I have 4 shades here. But what I noticed for me personally, I don't think the cream ones really suit me. I mean, I haven't tried one that I really like. The one I tried, I didn't like the color or the formula, so that was just like a waste of my money. So I've been sticking with the powder ones for now till I can find one that I like. But yeah, these are really worth it. For me to have 4, you should know. But my favorite shade among all of them is shade number 8, Scented Bouquet. I'm gonna use Scented Bouquet today. I'm done with makeup. I need to go pack. Actually, I haven't had breakfast, so I'll pack and eat and leave. Okay, since I work full-time, I have to manage my time. Personally, I don't like wearing makeup to work. And what I've been doing recently is that I take my skincare with me to school. So I wash up my makeup, do my skincare, and then leave for work. I normally leave the house at like 9:20 sometimes, and then I get back home at 12 a.m. I have to prep accordingly, and now I eat breakfast because I need strength. I'm normally not the type of person to eat breakfast, but I have a lot more to do now, and I have less free time. So I can't bear to be hungry, you know, I need strength. So I eat breakfast now. Okay, I'm gonna pack my skincare bag. Oil cleanser, foam cleanser, and I use this green serum. I use this one when I wash up my makeup at school. And then just moisturizer, sunscreen. This is the sunscreen I use in the afternoon. I like to use this tone up cream because I like the way it makes my skin look like I can be stressed from work, but my skin still looks really radiant and it gives a really nice glow. These are all the items I pack for getting ready for work. This is the bag I put all the skincare in. So just go in here. I also like to use this too sometimes before I go to work because the instruction says use it 1 to 3 times a day. I don't know how else I can use this 3 times a day if I don't use it in the afternoon. I didn't use it this morning, so I'm gonna take it today. To make this look pretty, so it all goes in. Breakfast. I usually try not to eat cold breakfasts, but I mean, my camera just died, so I'm using my phone now. Perfumes are the best, and you have to use a little. I literally do only 2 spritz of this one because it's so strong, but it smells really, really good. And I think the scent follows you all day. This is the name. I usually like to clean my room in the morning before I leave, but I don't have any time today, so I'm gonna go. Bye bye. The weather is actually a bit chilly this morning. Pencil, footage. I don't know, arrest me. I never knew what love was till I met you. I don't think, is this what, I mean, it,